Back live with you tonight on In Focus, and thanks for staying on. We stay in the eThekwini Council, where the Metropolitan Municipality had to halt activities this morning after economic freedom fighters, councillors disrupted today's council meeting, demanding Mayor Mxolisi Kaunda's resignation. Joining us now to explain what happened is the Council Speaker there, Thabani Nyawose, who, of course, using the rules of Council, had to postpone this sitting by his indication, saying possibly the Council will reconvene to a later date, that being Tuesday. Mdungwa, good evening, and thank you very much for your time and joining us today here on In Focus.
Good evening. Good evening to your listeners. Thank you very much for having me.
So we just heard from Action SA saying that yourself as Council Speaker should have read the situation at the time that when the 15 minutes had lapsed without forming this quorum because of the delays that were happening, that it was time to cancel this sitting. Why did you let it go on for an hour?
Thank you very much for bringing that question. Then what happened in Council today? Council was supposed to start at 10 o'clock. Exactly by 10 o'clock, as a Speaker of Council, I was in the venue. Then after 15 minutes, as rule dictates, I announced to Council that I have received a request from the Mayor to give them time to conclude business of the executive. After informing those councillors who were in the venue, there was an understanding that we will wait. Not expecting that the executive committee meeting might take more than an hour. Then, when we were about to start the meeting, the DA raised an issue referring us to the rules, of which they were correct. We were also advised by our legal that the rules as they are quoted, they are correct. Then after that, I decided to convene an urgent meeting with the whip of political parties to discuss that matter. Then we agreed with parties that the meeting has to be postponed, because if we continue with the meeting, it will be in conflict with the rules. That's what happened.
And was there no opportunity for the mayor to have come in on time for the meeting to start and then thereafter go on and continue with the business of the executive while the council was sitting?
I can't speak for the mayor or for the executive, but what I know, as the mayor reported back to me, was that they were dealing with some urgent matters that needed the attention of the executive before those items are being considered by a council. Hence, they delayed. And the mayor came to council and formally apologized to me as a speaker and to council, and the apology was understood and accepted. But he never gave me the reasons why they've delayed, except to say they were dealing with a critical item that needed time for them to discuss.
Yeah. The opposition parties are saying there has been a fallout, so to speak, between the ANC and the APC, much to the point where they are alleging that the deputy mayor has been removed, and in a sense this would mean that whole council would need to be reconstituted. As the Speaker, are you aware of such?
Yes, although I can't speak more on behalf of the ANC or APC, but I can confirm as a Speaker of Council that this morning I received an official letter from the ANC informing me that there will be changes. They intend to withdraw or to replace some of their employees in the executive, of which in today's council, following the rules, I was supposed to present that to council to discuss it and take a decision.
And does this in any way, in your view, Speaker, put a span on the works as far as service delivery is concerned? Because one of the issues that, of course, we were discussing is the water quality of the beaches in the city of eThekwini currently, and why the work that is required as far as the infrastructure is concerned has not been done. And the opposition parties are of the view that the kind of commotion that is currently happening within the agreement between the ANC and the APC is part of the cause why decisions are not being taken and work is not being done on the reticulation system.
Unfortunately, as I've said earlier, I can't speak on behalf of the ANC and APC, but as a Speaker of Council, if I speak about what happened today, have nothing to do with an ANC decision to recall its employees who happen to be members of the executive. Now, I don't see a link of the alleged poor service delivery in this municipality with what the ANC intended to do in council today. The issues of service delivery, beaches and other things are not linked with what was going to happen to council today. Yeah. For me, where I'm sitting, there is no link at all.
For you as the Speaker of Council in your capacity and the oversight role that you should be playing, are you concerned at all by the fact that 7 days ago there was a report that said Durban is open for business, the beaches are open? 7 days later, those very same two beaches are now closed because there is contamination.
Yes, we are concerned as council. I'm also concerned as a speaker, but we continuously receive reports from the mayor on behalf of the executive, giving us update on the state of our beaches. We have been updated about some of the beaches that have been open and some of the pump stations that have been repaired, of which we are happy with the progress so far. But there are concerns that we have, of which those concerns we have already registered with the mayor so that they move with speed to fix some of the issues that affect the citizens of the city. Yes, we are concerned, and those issues that made us to be concerned have been raised with the mayor. And the mayor have made commitment that they're going to attend to that. And we are happy with the report they've given to us, contained in the statement issued by the municipality after the council meeting today, with all the details of the beaches that have been opened, work that's been done in swimming pools, and some of the pump stations that's being fixed, and some that are under the process of being fixed.
And Speaker, finally, the disruptions by the EFF seemingly wanting to raise point of orders, and part of the things that they were raising was that they wanted the resignation of the mayor, and they felt, and I suppose still do, that you did not give them the opportunity and you were ignoring the point of orders they were raising.
That's not true. The reason why I didn't give the EFF a chance to speak is because, in terms of the rules, the DA requested a caucus. After they completed their caucus, they came back to council. In terms of the procedure, they should report back to council the outcome of their caucus. While I was giving a chance to speak to the leader of the DA, EF raised hands. I said, no, let's allow the DA to report back first before I allow you a chance to speak. That happened because later the EFF was afforded an opportunity to address council. They raised all the issues they wanted to raise, and other political parties were given a chance to speak. And everyone was satisfied with the manner issues were raised by the EFF were handled. Then after that, the meeting was adjourned with everyone happy except the DA that walked out earlier while I was still consulting with the whip of political parties. The EFF was given a chance to speak.
As far as you're concerned, where you're sitting now as the Speaker, has there been a formal motion been brought to your office around a motion of no confidence against the Mayor?
It is not a motion of confidence. It's a letter from the ANC recalling one of its employees who occupy the seat allocated to the ANC as per the procedure of allocating seats from IEC. It's not a vote of no confidence. It's something that is normal. It's happening in all municipalities where a political party can deploy or recall its member anytime. It's not a vote of no confidence. But that letter, in terms of the rules and the processes, will be processed next week, Tuesday, in council meeting, directed by the rules of council.
Speaker, we appreciate your time and thank you very much for coming on and bringing that clarity for us. That's the Speaker of Council in the eThekwini Metro Municipality there. And he is, of course, clearing some of those issues that we have been deliberating on.